Why are there so many steps? It's too far. It's just so much work. All right, have to continue. I'm in Granada, Spain today in my hostel, and I'm going down to their free breakfast. Every morning they offer free breakfast here. It's typical of a lot of hostels. The breakfast is from 8 until I think 11, and it's actually pretty nice. They offer you 3 choices: eggs and toast, or you can get cereal, cold cereal, or they'll make you custom crepes. So I'm going to go in and see if someone's in here today, and usually I've been asking for a custom egg sandwich so I get to practice my Spanish. And it looks like I get to practice my Spanish this morning. Hola, buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Es posible para mí practicar mi español por mi video?
Okay.
Ok, yo quiero una tostada con huevos, pero huevos especial como una omeleta sin queso y vegetables, porque yo quiero tener una sandwich con huevos. ¿Es posible?
Sí.
Claro.
Sí, muy bien, muy bien.
Excellent.
Muy bien,
Muchas gracias.
Muy bien, de nada, hombre, de nada.
Okay, so that's me practicing my Spanish, and you can see how bad my Spanish is, but I ordered a egg sandwich, and I wanted to have the eggs made omelet style so that they weren't all broken up, so it would be like one little patty that I could use for my omelet. So that's one of the things I like about being in Spain, is I get to practice my Spanish almost every day. Today I'm going to tour another neighborhood, and this one is called Sacromonte. And it's the area up on a hill, and there's a bunch of what they call gypsy caves. Although there's no real gypsies now there at this time, it's mostly inhabited by the more modern version, which is the modern European hippie. So apparently the hippies are up there. There are no gypsies, no Roma, just hippies. So I'm going to go up there and try to look around and see if I can see some caves. And apparently there's also a miranda, like a mirador, a viewpoint that you can see the city from up above. So this is near the area where I was yesterday, a little bit beyond it, so I'll walk up the river path a little bit further to this other area. The park where I was yesterday, where it sort of divides between the Albaicin neighborhood and the Sacromonte, where I'm headed. And so Sacromonte should be just ahead of me up here. This area here, which we saw yesterday, has the church and the nice buildings over here, and up on the hill is the palace. And of course the creek, the river that runs through here in the little valley, and then this nice little parkway surrounded by restaurants. So I'm going to walk down near this white wall here, and that's sort of the beginning of where I'm going to go for and try to find the gypsy caves. Not very far from the park, which is just around the corner, is this doorway that enters into a very nice little garden park area, which is right in front of this Palacio de los Cordova. And apparently there's a small palace back here with a garden in front. So I'm going to wander in and check it out. Apparently there's also a Archivo Municipal de Granada. So it's like an archival museum back there. So I'm going to go in and check it out. Just inside the gateway from the street is this beautiful little fountain area, this entry area surrounded by the tall trees, and this wall with the arches back here. It's just quite beautiful. This whole area of Granada is just quite gorgeous and picturesque. I think it's becoming my favorite city in Spain. I really enjoy it here. I was going to also mention it is really cold today. It's almost noon, and when I breathe, my breath is misting up in front of me, and coming up this little valley next to the creek here was just really cold because of all the humidity sort of settling down from the plants and trees and the and the river, the small creek that runs through the bottom of it. It's just so humid here that it's just really dropped the temperature quite a bit. This was a nice little garden area with a courtyard and building inside, a little fountain. It's quite nice, a great place to drop past and see in Granada. Just one more example of the wonderful, fun and interesting things to see here in this city. I'm going to continue wandering up the hill and try to find some of those gypsy caves. Local, an installer for Movistar, which is mobile and I guess probably a cable service here. Anyway, he's getting his ladder down here, and I asked him where the Mirador San Miguel is, and he said it's up this way, and apparently he's walking there now, and he's going to show me where to go. So I'm going to follow this guy and go up the hill. This guy does it. I'm out of breath. He's carrying a ladder and he's going uphill. He's leaving me behind. Oh my goodness. My friend with the ladder is going that way, and he told me I need to walk this way and then take a right, and it's just a few meters further. So I'm going to rest for a little bit. The guy's still going. It's really great shape. I found a very cool flower pot here that reminds me of myself, and you may or may not recognize the similarities here, but do we look alike? Well, actually this is what I looked like before I got my hair cut, and I cut my hair last November. I've been walking along here. I've been looking for little caves with houses sort of built into them, and I haven't really seen anything. But what I have seen is lots of these gateways with buildings, and they're right on the hillside. And then I saw this one here, and what it appears like is they've built the front end of the house out here, and then it extends into the hillside, and that's where the cave portion is, where they've hollowed it out into the side of the hill. And so I think that's what I'm seeing as I'm walking along here, because all of these seem like they're right at the edge of the hill, like maybe it's only just a few meters deep before it actually hits the hillside, and probably most of the structure is underground. Why are there so many steps? It's too far. It's just so much work. Alright, have to continue. I think this is what I was more expecting when I came up here to look for caves in the hillside. Here is a doorway with a lock on it going directly into the hill, and outside it looks a little bit like a homeless person might have been living here, which maybe is more what I was expecting to see. Maybe this is what they were referring to when they talked about gypsies living up here, or hippies. It sort of looks a little bit run down, like people, homeless people, or something like that up here, and they're all built into the hillside, these little shacks and caves. Looks like the viewpoint is a little bit further up. I'm getting really tired, and I'm not sure that it's going to give me that much better of a view to go all the way up there, because in front of me there is a spectacular view looking down on the city. It's just really quite gorgeous. You can see the church down there, and across the little valley over here you can see the palace. And I bought my palace tickets. A lot of people from all around Europe are coming to southern Spain to enjoy the moderate weather here, and in the afternoons it's certainly very nice. And so they're coming here and they're snapping up the tickets to the palace, and so you have to buy them about 4 or 5 days in advance to get in. And the ticket prices and the hostel prices and food prices are doubling and tripling. My hostel for the weekend is costing me 29 euros for one night, and that's up from 13 euros just when I arrived here. So that just gives you an idea of how the prices are escalating for the holidays. I'm going to wander back down now and try to find some lunch and then go back to the hostel and take a nap. Somehow another day has gone past. I went into the hostel, took a nap, took a shower, and then did video editing, and I came outside and it was dark out. So that's all I have for this episode. Savor the moment, be happy, pursue your passions. See you next episode.